What keeps me alive? This morning, I was just sitting, about to start work, and I was just wondering, what keeps me alive? And I think I have those thoughts often because I'm someone who struggles with anxiety and slight depression. I don't want to say depression because I can fully accept that I have anxiety, but for some reason with depression, I just want a professional diagnosis. So let's say slight depression. So I'm someone who struggles with anxiety and depression, and I just struggle generally with my mental health. And I think I have to ask myself these questions in order to literally keep myself healthy, mentally healthy, and just to make sure I'm doing things to keep myself healthy. I am discovering new ways to keep myself healthy, rediscovering the old ways that used to make me happy. So I decided for Mental Health Awareness Month, I'm just going to ask myself and others, what keeps you alive? What makes you feel alive? So I'm going to start. This channel, quite literally, keeps me alive. This channel makes me happy. This channel, when I create the content, when I edit the content, okay, editing is a bit tedious sometimes, but when I edit the content, when I come up with ideas for content, I feel alive. I feel like I'm doing something that matters. I feel like I am being authentic and true to myself and somehow to my purpose. I don't really know how those link, but I just feel like it somehow links to my purpose. I think also the reason why this channel makes me feel alive is because it's like a creative outlet for me. And I feel most alive when I'm being creative, which isn't even mildly connected or related to the career that I chose. But I'm here now. So now I'm just trying to find things that make me happy. Just existing in the same time as the love of my life, or just knowing the love of my life and existing in the same era and getting to experience each other makes me feel alive. The love I give and receive from my closest family and friends makes me feel alive. So basically, love makes me feel alive. Those are all the things that make me feel alive, or things that keep me alive. And I just want to encourage everyone to please find those moments, create those moments where you feel alive, the moments that give you peace, the moments that give you joy, the moments that just make you feel glad to be here. And I've had to find those moments where I feel glad to be here, because I have a lot of moments where I don't feel so glad to be here. So I have to be intentional about finding those things and making time for those things, creating those moments that keep me alive. So for Mental Health Awareness Month, the month of May, I decided, let me just do this video of asking myself and others what keeps me alive. So enjoy, and thank you for watching. What makes you feel alive?
I think for me, it's hiking, surprisingly. So hiking, running, being able to do a physical activity to a point where also I sweat. I think for me, the simple things, right? So it's waking up to the sun hitting me while I'm on the bed. That really, really makes me happy when I wake up. And then doing things for myself. So as I said, like the hiking, the yoga in the morning before I step into what is expected of me in terms of the world. Like doing something for myself every morning before stepping in and giving myself to the world. That is literally what keeps me, I'd say, alive and breathing and, functional, if the people want to use that, throughout the day. That's why I have to do it every day. Yeah, and good food sometimes. Good food pulls through for me. People also, tapping into people. Seeing people that make me laugh, the phone calls with Gugu, phone calls with my mom, phone calls with my sister, my gran as well. Like those things just give me this sense of community that I'm not alone. Even phone calls with Gugu, like that I'm not alone. And for me, knowing that I'm not alone, that helps me a lot to get through things, knowing that I won't have to fight through this or struggle through this by myself. So yeah.
Thank you.
What keeps me alive? I'd have to say that the number one thing that keeps me alive is hope. As someone who has suffered a lot from depression, anxiety, and suicidal ideation, I have to say that the number one thing that keeps me anchored to life and to living is the hope that what's better today will make way for what's better tomorrow. And I remember when I was younger and I was really going through a very tough, depressive episode, and I was really in a very dark place. I remember that the one thing that I was asking myself is, if you had to kill yourself and somehow there is an afterlife, right? And God is to show you all the things that you have missed out, all the better things that you have missed out in your life, just because you killed yourself over this temporary thing. I always used to wonder how I'd feel. So I would have to say that the number one thing that keeps me alive is the hope of change. I have hope in change. I have faith in change. I believe in impermanence, basically. I believe that the things, the factors, the circumstances that are driving me to feel this way now won't be long-term, long-lasting definers of my life moving forward. So I'd have to say that's what keeps me alive.
Hey guys, and happy Mental Health Awareness Month. My name is Chiedza or Eleanor, and I'm so excited for May to come around because we can talk about mental health without any stigma, or less stigma, let me say, in all its different sizes and forms. And Gugu asked me to talk about what makes me feel alive, which is honestly such a hard question. But when I'm having a really bad day, the simplest thing as putting on makeup and going on about my day, running errands, will make me feel so much better and make me feel alive. Even when I don't, I believe in looking good even if you don't feel good. Girl, you don't have to look like your struggles. So I feel like at some point of the day you'll feel really good. Not really good, but you'll feel better than how you started. The other thing is really empowering women. I'm in public health, so really empowering women and young girls to make better decisions that impact their lives really makes me feel like I'm making a difference and makes me feel like I have a purpose. Even talking to the men in my life, especially my brother, speaking to him about how to treat women, especially with the gender-based violence pandemic that we have, not only in South Africa, not only in Zimbabwe, not only in Africa, but across the world. I feel that speaking to my brother about it and the current issues that women are facing really helps him to, first of all, treat the women in his life better, but it also gives him a better understanding. And I can only hope that by him understanding the issues that women face, like, he can also speak to his friends, and then it can be like a ripple effect. So I feel like even if it's not like a direct impact in a woman's life, I feel like I'm still making a difference, and that's really what makes me feel alive. I feel like I have a purpose every day, regardless of how small. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Kuda, and what makes me feel alive
is not trying to control every outcome and every event that happens in your life, but rather to take that event, that occurrence, and see it for the positive that it's going to bring into your life. So I always like to think that every bad thing that happens is just a good thing waiting to unravel itself. And so we both learn from positive experiences and negative experiences, which actually seem negative in the moment but are actually positive in the end. So that's what makes me come alive.
So what makes me feel alive? So I thought I should share 3 things with you guys that make me feel alive in no particular order. My parenting journey, parenting a kid who literally wakes me up every morning is the reason I get out of bed most mornings, and I'm able to start my day. That journey has taught me a lot about myself, keeps me young, keeps me remembering to play, that playing is good. So that's a good one. And then 2, conversations, having conversations, whether it's with my mom, whether it's with my friends, whether it's with my them friend, whether it's like anyone. Really, I really love having conversations with people, which leads me to my 3rd thing, is the idea and the reality that I can be loved and I can love is one of my favorite things about life. And exchanging experiences with people is a way for me to access love. So those are my 3 things, man. The hope of love, my parenting journey, and conversations. Those are the 3 things that keep me alive and make me feel most alive.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope this video inspired you to just have conversations with yourself where you just intentionally discover the things that keep you alive and hold them dear to your heart, and make sure you create those moments for yourself. Bye. Thank you for watching.